The ventilation duct is too small. My shoulders cramp against the cold, corrugated metal. I can't turn over. I can only crawl. The air in here is very thin. It smells of recycled oxygen and something sweet. Something like rotting peaches. That's the pheromone. They use it to talk to each other. I try not to breathe it in. I tap my fingers against my thigh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I repeat it. It's the only thing keeping my heart from leaping out of my chest. Lazlo? Are you there? Please, someone. I hear a voice in my ear. It's Dr. Sarah Verma. She's in the botany lab, 3 decks up. I can hear her breathing. It sounds like she's running through water splashed onto the floor. I'm here, Sarah, I whisper. My voice is a dry rasp. Stay low. Don't make a sound. They're in the ceiling, Lazlo. I can hear the clicking. It sounds like 1,000 knitting needles. Oh God, the silk. It's everywhere. It's dripping. I stop crawling. I hold my breath. It's all I could do to not scream. Above me, something heavy moves. A slow, wet thud. Then a scrape. Scritch. 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 It's moving across the top of the duct. Sarah, listen to me, I say. I try to sound calm. I most definitely don't. There's a maintenance hatch under the herb station. Get inside. Lock it. It's too late, she whispers. Her voice isn't scared anymore. It's hollow. One just dropped. It's so big, Lazlo. Why is it so big? It has too many eyes. And they're all looking at me. I close my eyes. My obsidian eyes reflect nothing in the dark of the vent. I tap my leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Through the comms, I hear a new sound. It's a high-pitched vibration. A chittering. Then a wet, snapping noise. Like a dry branch breaking inside a pillow. Sarah doesn't scream. She just makes a soft, oh sound. Then there is a heavy splash. Something liquid hits the floor. Sarah? Static. Pure, white static. Then a click. Then the quiet. The quiet is the worst part. It means the hunting is over in that room. It means they are moving again. They are looking for the next vibration. The next heartbeat. The next target. I start to crawl again. My white and teal jumpsuit is ruined. The teal fabric is torn at the shoulder, and the white sleeves are soaked in a dark, iridescent blue fluid and the blood of the things we made. The blood of Project Arachne. We wanted a better hull. We wanted silk that could heal a ship. We did not think about what happens when the silk wants to eat the crew. I reach a junction in the vent. Below me, through the grate, I see a flicker of emergency red light. The hallway is covered in thick, translucent webs. They aren't white. They shimmer with an oily rainbow sheen. They look beautiful. As beautiful as a trap could look. I see a boot on the floor. Just a boot. There is no foot in it. I tap my thigh once again. 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to get to the pods. I have to warn Earth. If one of these things hit the atmosphere, if they found a forest or a city, a shadow passes over the grate. It has long, multi-jointed limbs. It moves with a terrifying, stop-motion, disjointed movement. It stops right above the vent. A single drop of thick, clear resin falls through the grate. It lands on the bridge of my nose, right on my old scar. It's hot, and it stings. I don't move. I don't breathe. In my ear, the comms crackle again. It's the captain. Finch, if you're alive, don't come to the bridge. They've turned the bridge into a nest. Lazlo, they're learning how to use the buttons. There. A sound like a wet vacuum seal being broken cuts him off. I'm the only one left. I'm the only heartbeat left on the Ariadne. I start to crawl faster. The knitting needles are clicking again. The vent junction is like a metal cage made of cold steel. I turn left. My elbows are raw. The teal fabric of my jumpsuit has rubbed away at the joints, leaving my skin to scrape against the metal. I don't feel the pain. I only feel the vibration. The ship is breathing. But it's not the engines. It's the thrum of thousands of tiny, hairy legs moving in sync. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I reach the vertical shaft. This is the vein of the Ariadne. It's a 60-foot drop of pipes and cables that leads to the pod bay. It should be empty. It is not. I look down, see that the shaft is all blocked up with this thick, silky stuff. The silk. It's as thick as the ship cables now. It looks like the ship is being digested from the inside out. My comms unit starts beeping. At first it is just static, then I hear a voice. Lazlo, is that you? I'm in the pod bay. I made it. I stop moving. My hand stops mid-tap. The voice is Dr. Eris Thorne. But Eris died 2 hours ago. I heard the airlock open and close. I heard his scream until the air ran out. Eris? I whisper. My heart is a hammer. Yeah, it's me. It's dark in here, Lazlo. But the pods are prepped. Just come down the shaft. I'll catch you. The voice is perfect. The same flat, bored tone he always had. But there's a click behind the words. An unnerving, clack clack clack. They aren't just learning to use the buttons. They are learning to use us. To mimic us. They're playing back his voice through the speakers. They're fishing. And I am the only fish left. I'm coming, Eris, I lie. I don't go down. I climb up. I need to get to the oxygen scrubbers. If I can dump the nitrogen, I can slow them down. I can freeze the silk. I pull myself up a heavy cooling pipe. It's slick with that clear, stinging resin. My eyes hurts from the emergency red lights bouncing off the pipes. I never used to like seeing them. I hear a scratching noise. It is close. Not behind me. It is in front of me. A hatch 10 feet above me slowly peels open. It doesn't swing on its hinges. It's being pulled open by something I cannot see. A leg emerges. It is 3 feet long, covered in coarse, black bristles that look like needles. It has 2 joints. It doesn't move like an insect. It moves like a finger. It's feeling the air. I press my back against the vibrating wall. I am a shadow in my suit. The leg retracts. The hatch stays open. A hair-raising whistling sound drifts down. It sounds like someone trying to mimic a human sigh. 1, 2, 3, 4. I reach for my belt. I have a torch and a flare. My fingers shake as I touch the flare. If I light it, they'll see me. If I don't, I'm climbing into a mouth. The comms buzz again. Lazlo? Why did you stop? I can see your heat signature. You're right there. Come down. It's warm in the web. It's so warm. The voice isn't Eris anymore. It's Sarah. Then it's the captain. Then it's a chorus of them, all overlapping, all clicking. I look at the open hatch. I look at the silk-choked shaft below. I'm not a scientist anymore. I'm a target. My lungs are screaming. The air up here is thick with their pheromone. A sweet, sickening peach smell. It's heavy and is sticking to the back of my throat like syrup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I pull myself through the final hatch into the oxygen scrubber deck. It's a wide, circular room full of humming turbines and frost-covered tanks. The lights here, unlike the other compartment, aren't red. They are a cold, flickering blue. It makes the silk on the walls look like spilled oil. The comms unit in my ear clicks again. And it's Eris again. But the voice is wrong. It's too fast. Lazlo Lolo come, down down, the silk is soft, soft, soft. It sounds like a broken record. Constantly glitching. They have abandoned mimicking him. And are now trying to find the right frequency to make me come to them. I rip the comms out of my ear and throw it across the room. It hits a nitrogen tank with a sharp clink. The quiet returns. But it's a heavy quiet. I move toward the main console. My boots make a wet, sucking sound on the floor. I look down. The floor isn't metal anymore. It's a carpet of tiny, translucent spiderlings, thousands of them, the size of my fingernail, swarming over each other. They don't bite. They just watch. Their tiny eyes reflect the blue light like a million shards of glass. I reach the console. My eyes scan the manual overrides. I need to dump the nitrogen. I need to drop the temperature to below 0. If I can't kill them, I'll turn the Ariadne into an icebox. I grab the lever. It's covered in a thick, resinous web. I pull. Creak. The lever doesn't move. I look up. A weaver is hanging from the central turbine. This one is different. It's the size of a wolf. Its body is a translucent, striking blue, and through its skin, I can see the half-digested remains of Dr. Sarah Verma's lab coat. It doesn't have a face, just a cluster of 8 black eyes and 2 massive, hooked mandibles that are dripping with clear fluid. It doesn't lunge at me. It just lets out a sigh. Not a human sigh. It's the sound of the ship's vents. Apparently it has mimicked that too. "I'm sorry, Sarah," I whisper. I wrap the sleeve of my jumpsuit around my hand and pull the lever with everything I have. The metal snaps. The nitrogen tanks hiss. Whoosh. A cloud of white, freezing gas explodes into the room. The temperature drops instantly. The tiny spiderlings on the floor freeze into glass beads. The weaver on the turbine shrieks, a sound like metal being ground in a blender. It falls, its legs twitching as they turn brittle. I don't wait to see it die, or even if it's dead. I scramble for the service stairs. My breath comes out in white plumes. My hands are numb. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 10 minutes before the gas reaches the pod bay. 10 minutes before the ship becomes a tomb of ice. I hear a sound behind me. It wasn't quite a shriek. It was a wet, humming tapping. They are adapting. They are already learning how to breathe the cold. What did we create? What have we done? The cold feels like a metal sword buried in ice pushed against my skin. It cuts through my jumpsuit. It bites into my skin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can barely feel my fingers tapping. They are white. The nails are turning blue. Frostbite setting in. I reach the vertical shaft again. The vein of the Ariadne. It looks different now. The silk isn't pulsing anymore. It now seems to be stiff and crystalline. When I touch it, it snaps like thin glass. I grab a frozen pipe. My skin sticks to the metal. I pull away, leaving a thin layer of flesh behind. I don't scream. I don't have the breath for it. I start to climb down. The ship is groaning. The thermal stress is too much. The metal is shrinking, popping, and screaming. It sounds like the ship is being tortured. Crack. A massive sheet of frozen webbing breaks loose above me. It falls through the shaft, shattering against the pipes like a chandelier. I look up. High above, in the blue-tinted dark, I see them. The weavers. They aren't dead. They are huddled together in a massive, twitching ball. They are using their collective body heat to survive. They look like a single, giant, multi-limbed heart beating in the dark. One of them detaches. It's slow. Its joints are stiff with ice. It begins to crawl down the wall toward me. Click. Snap. Click. Each step breaks the frozen silk beneath its feet. I move faster. I slide down the pipes, the friction burning my frozen palms. Lazlo, don't go. The voice comes from the walls. Reaching me. Wait for us. The voice is a distorted mix of everyone. Sarah's laugh. The captain's bark. Eris's sigh. It's a cacophony of the dead. I reach the bottom of the shaft. The pod bay doors are right there. They are heavy, manual doors. I throw my weight against the lever. It's frozen shut. 1, 2, 3, 4. I look back. The weaver is 20 feet above me. It's dropping now. It doesn't care if the fall breaks its legs. It just wants the warmth of my blood. Meanwhile, my blood feels like it has frozen over from terror. I grab the emergency flare from my belt. My hands are shaking. I can't strike it. Click. Snap. Click. The weaver hits the floor 5 feet away. Its blue, translucent body is covered in a layer of frost. It opens its mandibles. A cloud of frozen air puffs out like a ghost. I strike the flare. Foam. Magnificent, violent red light fills the shaft. The heat is a miracle. The weaver shrieks and recoils. Its frozen limbs crack under the sudden temperature change. I use the base of the flare to smash the ice on the lever. 1 hit. 2 hits. The lever moves. The pod bay doors hiss open. I dive inside and slam the manual override. The quiet returns. But through the thick, reinforced glass of the door, I see the weaver's face. It presses its 8 black eyes against the window. It isn't trying to break in. It's watching. It's learning how the door works. The pod bay is a vault of cold silence. The only sound is my own breath. It's a ragged, wet whistle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't look at the window. I don't want to see the eyes. I know they are there. I can feel the weight of their gaze on the back of my neck. I reach the nearest pod. Pod 04. I scramble inside. The interior is small, cramped. It smells of stale air and upholstery. It's the most beautiful smell I've ever known. I hit the seal button. The door slides shut with a heavy, pressurized thunk. I am safe. I fall into the pilot's seat. My hands are numb blocks of ice. I fumble with the launch sequence. My eyes are blurred with tears. Or maybe it's just the frost melting off my lashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I punch the ignition. The pod shuddered. There is a violent jolt. Then, the scream of the docking clamps releasing. Whoosh. The G-force slams me back into the seat. The Ariadne falls away. Through the small viewport, I see the ship. It's a white skeleton in the black void, draped in those shimmering, oily webs. It looks like a dead insect caught in its own trap. I'm out. I'm free. I made it, I whisper. My voice is thin. It sounds like someone else's. I reach for the manual steering joystick. I need to point the pod toward the nearest relay. I need to warn them. I need to tell Earth what happened, what went wrong. Tell all of them, that the silk is alive. The joystick won't move. I pull harder. It's stuck. I look down at the control base. my heart stops. The base of the joystick is covered in a thick, iridescent resin. It's the same clear, stinging fluid from the vents. It's already hardened. It's like iron. I look at the other controls. The navigation screen. The throttle. They are all covered. I didn't bring them with me. They were already here. They webbed the pods first. They knew I would come here. They wanted me to leave. I'm not escaping. I'm being exported. The pod isn't steering toward Earth. It's just drifting. A tiny metal seed floating in the infinite dark. 1, 2, 3, 4. I stop tapping. My hand is shaking too hard. I lean my head back against the headrest. I catch my breath. I look to the side, toward the polished silver surface of the emergency medical kit mounted on the wall. The metal is like a mirror. In the reflection, I see my own face. Pale, grimy, terrified. And right behind my left ear, tucked into the shadow of the headrest, I see it. A single massive, multifaceted black eye. A long, hairy limb, covered in black bristles, slowly reaches over my shoulder. It doesn't lunge. It doesn't seem to want to bite. It just starts to weave. High frequencies. Eden here. As we started in the last video, I will be giving you a little trivia of sorts that I don't really expect you to know about. So tell me in the comment if you know about it. If you do, then congratulations, you win this round. Did you know that in the late 1990s to early 2000s, scientists successfully spliced spider DNA into goats to create the so-called biosteel? These animals appear normal, but they produce spider silk proteins directly in their milk. This spider silk is a material significantly stronger than Kevlar. It is still regarded as a remarkable feat of bioengineering, but it leaves us with a chilling thought. We have already begun updating animal biology, and since then much scientific research has cropped up on changing, adding, deleting, and so-called upgrading the DNA of living organisms. If we can rewrite the code of a goat, how long until we decide that human biology is the next logical draft to be edited? What unforeseen changes will these editing cause down the line, say 60 to 100 years from now? Well, there you have it. That's it for our trivia for today. If you experienced any kind of emotion during this video, do leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates. See you in the next video, my frequencies. Until we meet again.